Hi everybody, welcome to Garden Child Tarot. I'm Melissa. Hope you're having a great day. I'm keeping it kind of simple today. There's not really that much of anything that's growing in the garden. Everything's kind of withering down. I was really thinking of kind of like the harvest season now that we have Thanksgiving coming at the time that this is being filmed. So it's in November. I do have here for pile one, we have this lovely Honey Crisp apple. I love apples. I like Honey Crisps. I have to admit I'm a bit of an apple snob. I got them, I used to always get them from the farmer's market, and the grocery store just doesn't taste the same to me. I'm sorry, it just doesn't. But so that's pile one is the Honey Crisp apple. Pile two is the avocado. And pile three is this really pretty red pear. I saw this guy, I thought he was really pretty. And they look really yummy too. Yeah. And for today, I'm going to be using, it's going to be a pick 4, unless Spirit calls me for anything else. But the primary cards we're going to start off with will be the Modern Witch Tarot deck, and then the supporting clarifiers will be the Light Seers Tarot deck. And then I will have also additional clarifiers with the Chakra Oracle deck over here, and then some Romance Angels in addition if I feel called to it. So pile 1 apple, pile 2 avocado, pile 3 is the pear. I'll see you guys at over at your piles. Hi pile 1, so if you got the apple, this is your reading. I love these Honey Crisp apples. I'm actually going to eat this guy as soon as I'm done with the reading here. We'll just put him over here for now. So we're going to start with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. We're going to shuffle here. Just enjoying these last days, you know. Hope you don't mind. I have the, it's called Claire de Lune. It's really pretty piano piece. Sometimes I like to listen to, ooh, that's too many. Sometimes I like to listen to piano pieces, you know, just to kind of wind down from the week, just to kind of chillax and just kind of calm down, especially on a Sunday. Sundays are meant for rest, I think. Yeah, Sundays are definitely meant for rest and rejuvenation. Gotta make it that way. Had to fix my car. Had to take it into the mechanic, and I wasn't able to go to work for a while. So I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot deck for clarifiers. So I couldn't go to work for like a week, and I had all this time off, and I have to tell you, it was a little bizarre to me. It felt really strange and ooh, wonderful but strange. Ooh, you got some on the floor. I'm not gonna take all of those. No. So it felt really strange to me how just taking that time off for myself really felt. It was, yeah, that was kind of interesting. You know, you ever notice that you run so fast that when you finally stop, your mind's still running? Alright, so we're looking at the bottom of the decks here. First is kind of like a theme. We got the 5 of Swords and the Devil here. Pile 1, what's going on here? So we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, nice. It says you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities, and through this deck may you find the path to your best self. Extra blessings! Yay! That's okay. Well, just take another one. Temperance, okay. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles here. Now, underneath these guys is the Five of Cups, Six of Swords, oh, Page of Cups, huh, Ten of Swords, oh my, hoo-hoo. Oh, pile one. Okay, so, alright, pile one. You are stuck in, now, whoever's in this pile, this is an unhealthy relationship that I could see right here, right now. You got two different individuals here, king and a queen, divine counterparts, pairs, couples. You guys are bringing out the worst out of each other right now. And you're kind of at a crossroads right now because you guys are like, well, what do we do? Because when I looked up and I picked up this deck, I'm so sorry about that pile one. My camera ran out of battery right when I was talking to you. So, I was talking about the divine counterparts here. Not so divine. Because, you know, the hard part is when I lifted up this part over here that I was talking about earlier, I saw the Ace of Cups. So there's clearly love here. I mean, you guys, oh man, but I keep finding the devil. So here, you know what? I'm getting called by Spirit to do a little extra read on here. Because I'm looking here and it looks like, yeah, there's cheating and there's infidelity here, or there was. Someone's lamenting something. I'm thinking it's, and you know, I'm seeing the Six of Swords here, but this girl's like moving on. So it seems like the divine feminine's kind of moving on here. And the Knight here, the Knight of Pentacles, he's not quite up. He, or it might be whoever the divine masculine is in your relationship, but they're not quite able to keep up to the expectations I'm feeling of this Queen of Pentacles here. Spirit, what else do you want to say about the Knight of Pentacles? Let's get a clarifier on this Knight here. Oh man, Four of Swords. Okay. So right now this Knight is dealing with major depression, not able to sleep, not able to really care or provide for himself. He's not taking care of himself. He's worried about other people. So I'm getting this feeling here that there's other love offers coming in. Seeing that with the Knight of Cups here, and then the Page of Cups. Kind of like I think somebody saw a text message of somebody's, or maybe somebody kind of overheard something. Yeah, so he's, whoever this divine masculine is very much in his head right now. And yeah, he's coming to the end of a cycle. So this is the end of a really big cycle here. And, you know, I gotta say, breakups are never a good thing. They just never feel good. It's just always the hardest thing ever. And so in this, where I'm seeing here, it looks like the feminine is moving on. Sadly, I mean, not in a happy way, but looking at other options here. When I'm looking at the Temperance, it's like, well, you know, hey, there's always still some kind of sunshine left to look at. And then there's also the Seven of Pentacles here when I see this woman tending to her to her plants here, right above the Ten of Swords here. It's kind of like the feminine's pretty much already said goodbye. It's pretty much already happened, and this relationship was not meant to be. It simply was not. I'm not sure if someone was watching this, maybe asking, thinking, well, maybe if we could, and it's like, you know, I'm just not getting that feeling here. I'm not getting that feeling here. Like he's trying to hold on to like a hope that, you know, maybe there might be something that could grow out of that. But it's kind of telling me that in the end, even if it did kind of turn into something, or even if you both really did try your absolute hardest, it still would turn into that Ten of Swords there, and you would still be saying goodbye with a broken heart there. There's just really no way around that, because we can't always have what we want. I'm sorry. Gossip. Okay, yeah, so you're hearing a lot of gossip here. That's also playing too. I think that was originally messing with the relationship. Like, it wasn't strong to begin with because you guys couldn't get on the same foothold. Like, you were always listening to what other people had to say about that. And I think that really played a major issue. Victim. Ooh. It's weird, you know, they're both green cards. Yeah, someone in this relationship's kind of playing the victim here. Huh. It's interesting. I'm just noticing on the victim card they got the leaves and everything. It's kind of festive for the fall season. Yeah, this is not... I'm sorry, I have to really tell you, I don't know. I'm just not getting a good feeling about this relationship and where it's headed out. It's just not... Something about it makes me uncomfortable when I think about it, because there's something underlying in it. So it says playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I'm thinking if there's couples here, because when I see here Temperance with the Page of Cups here, it shows that there's some kind of want to try to rekindle something. Now, I'm not saying this is going to work for everybody, but maybe there's a couple people here. You know, I did see the Ace of Cups, where if you feel in your heart that you could really try, or at least that it has to start with you both wanting to try. Because I have to tell you, you can't make anything work if you're the only one who wants to do it. Nothing will work if you are the only one who wants to make it work. That's how that works. So I have to be very honest to anybody who's listening to that and make that really clear. Now, there's a possibility though, hey, maybe both people want to make it work. I do get a feeling there's people in this pile here where there's a couple that really does want to work, because I could see the Divine Masculine here doesn't want to just walk away and give up just yet. So it's really kind of up to the feminine here as to what she wants to listen to and who she wants to pay attention to, because, you know, in the end, you have to pick your priorities. If you're going to go with something, then you have to kind of do it wholeheartedly and stop doing other things that would say elsewise. You know, you just need to have to do something like that. So, you know, this is saying if you two really both want to work on that, it says to recapture that romance, you got to let your youthful spirit of fun to shine. It's saying you guys aren't doing anything fun or interesting together. You're not spending much time together. So, I mean, that really the first step is kind of just to get to know each other all over again. I remember when I was working one time and a coworker told me after her husband cheated on her, she said, you know, she wanted to divorce him. She wanted to leave him so badly. And they had to really start dating all over again in order for her to feel safe and comfortable and to kind of regain that trust with him all over again. And he actually did it. So, you know, I don't like, you know, saying people aren't capable of doing things. And I love second chances, but then I'm not a big on cheating either. But at the same time, you know, hey, that's everybody's journey. So, you know, you got to kind of decide what is more important to you. But, you know, rambling aside here, pile one, wow, you got some decisions to make. I really think from the gist of what I'm getting here is it's probably a better thing just to move on peacefully and cooperatively and try to do something more constructive with yourself. But for those of you where both parties are very interested in trying to work something out, you can, but you're treading on thin waters here. You really need to spend more time together and start doing those things, and you kind of have to start all over again. So if you're willing to do that and both parties are agreeing, I think it's a possibility. It definitely has here the World card, so you know things can start anew. It's up to you which direction you want that to be. So, wishing you guys all the best, pile one. Thank you so much and take care. Hi, pile two. So, if you pick the avocado, this is going to be your reading. Hope you guys are having a lovely day. It's a beautiful Sunday in November right now. It's it's beautiful outside, I have to tell you. Oh, you know, hold on just a second. Sorry about that. Had to turn my pots off. I was busy boiling a couple pots, getting ready to jar those up. I make these big giant pots of soup that I really like to make. And then sometimes I'll take them and I'll just make it really hot, and then I ladle it into these mason jars. And then I just let them cool, and the tops will pop inside, and it just kind of seals it better. And they really keep for a longer time, and I like to use that for leftovers. So yeah, just a little thing you could do with your soups and stuff. I always make giant pots of soup, like really bigger, actually bigger than I really need, but oh, sorry, you know what, I switched the decks here. I really wanted to start with the Modern Witch Tarot deck as the primary. Really like this color. I like blues. Any kind of blues or turquoises are my favorite. If you haven't noticed, this guy insisted. I have Claire de Lune on the background music right now, playing, if you're wondering. I love piano backgrounds. I just think they're so relaxing, and they're just beautiful to listen to, especially on a nice Sunday. If you're wondering what this is, I started burning my the willow that I had. There was a willow tree that fell right by my house, and there was a bunch of shards all over the grass. So I harvested a piece here and I dried it, and then now that it's nice and dry, I mean, it's like timber. It catches on fire really easy, so you gotta be careful with it. So you can see here that I use it and I just burn it, and then I use it in place of sage. So I use willow as a kind of like a purifier, and it's really been nice. I have to say, I've really felt the difference using it. Now again, I only recommend using, you know, I took what already fell from the tree. Don't just go to trees and start, you know, taking things, especially without giving it something in return. So, you know, I'm a big believer that if we take something, we have to get back. It's a problem with mankind sometimes. We like to take. All right. What's going on with pile two? Ooh, lot of wand energy here. Four of Wands. Oh, that looks like a fun party. And then the Ten of Wands, not a fun party. Got the Star. High Priestess. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Underneath the Star. Ten of Cups. Awesome! Way to go, pile two. King of Wands. Ooh. The Devil. Oh. Nine of Swords. Crazy! Ooh. Okay, sorry, pile two. I really had to take a second to just take that in. Wow. Okay, pile two. Ooh. All right, starting with this. I'm getting the feeling that something keeps telling me that you're the High Priestess here. You're the High Priestess with your King of Wands here, and you know, it just really stinks because I just get this feeling like pile two, not all of you, but there's some people in here where it's like you have the feeling of being in the perfect thing right now. Like maybe you think you got the perfect relationship, perfect house, perfect kids, perfect this and that with the perfect guy. But, you know, then, you know, when I see this Queen of Pentacles here with the Devil, immediately by the Three of Swords here, it's just coming across to me as more of like a third party situation, kind of like I think even someone here, your best friend, I think slept with your husband or your boyfriend. Someone's here did. I don't know how people do that. Why, how, what brings them to that kind of thing? Because that's just beyond me too. I get it. That's just, wow. But people do that. I guess people really do that, you know? Because that's what I'm seeing here. It's this whole beautiful thing that you got set up. And you know what? It was beautifully set up. You did that, okay? So, like, you know, sometimes that's the worst part that sucks, is saying goodbye to that thing that you made, that you created with that person. Because whenever you break it off, you can't take it back with you. Wow. Ooh. That's a tough one. Pile two. Ooh. And then your friend is a backstabber. Someone, I'm hearing backstabber. When I see those knives next to her, backstabber. Like the Shania Twain story. Oof. I don't want to say this out loud, but I kind of have to. So this passion part isn't between you and him, it's between her and him. This is her. These two got something going on. And you're just not, you're not really a part of that. Ooh. Impartiality. You know, the thing, when I see that impartiality card, that says to me, she's holding buckets of paint. It's kind of like you were kind of glossing over this whole thing. You didn't want to see what was there. You didn't want to know it. And you were kind of really hoping that if maybe they noticed that you knew, or if they thought that you knew of it, that they would stop doing it. And then they don't. Ooh. Oh my. So, sorry, what can we say to our lovely pile one here? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah, you gotta look elsewhere. I'm so sorry, pile one. It looks like here you're just with a smooth player. It started out fun. It started out nice. You're noticing this relationship, you've had to put in a lot of work into it too. I gotta tell you, that's usually a warning. You're not supposed to have to put so much damn work into the relationship that you're working on. Like, you're supposed to be able to enjoy the things that you're doing together, at least most of the time. There's hope for you though, pile two, because I gotta tell you, you know, when I look at you though, you got it together. That everything that was created was yours, not his, yours. You made it that way. You can move on with something else that'll serve you so much better. Yeah, somewhere elsewhere. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, pile two. It looks like here you got to move on elsewhere, because there's if you're looking for confirmation, yeah, there's a third party situation from what I'm seeing here. And it's just going to lead you to heartache and sadness. You know, maybe you better just move on in a dignified way. You know, kind of like how Dita Von Teese said, you know, like, be a lady and do it in the most dignified way possible. So you, I mean, you know, yeah, when they're not looking, yeah, of course, you bawl your eyes out. But, you know, just do it in the most dignified way possible. And I know that you probably will, because you're that kind of person. And just keep your head held high, because you know what? There's going to be better things coming for you, pile two, okay? So sorry about that, you guys. Wishing you all the best. Hey, pile three, if you pick the pear, this is going to be your reading. Isn't it a pretty pear? I have Claire de Lune playing in the background, if you don't mind. I like a little piano sometimes. It's a beautiful kind of day for that. It's November, but it's really gorgeous outside, and it's just warmer. It's like almost in, I think it's in the 60s today. Forget, I think it's November 5th, I think. Might be wrong though. I never memorize dates very well. I don't know. I'm always off on the date. So I'm going to do a pick of 4 cards. Ooh. Alright. So I'm doing the Modern Witch and then the Light Seer's Tarot deck underneath for clarifiers. And I just like to look at the bottom of both the decks. It's like, why not? Four of Swords, Temperance. Yeah, I'm not doing reversals, but Knight of Pentacles, we're watching out for you. Death. Nine of Swords. Queen of Wands. King of Swords. Six of Swords. Oh my. Woohoo! You got things going on, pile 3. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, pile 3. You're dealing with some major heartache here. Oh, sorry about that. Something was making a weird noise. All right. You're dealing with some major sadness, pile 3. Or at least from what I'm getting, the majority of you guys are. Things you've had to let go. Things you had to walk away from. Love lost. Ooh. So you're just on the you're kind of already gone through the breakup stages from what I'm seeing here. And you're trying to get back on your feet right now. And it's been really hard, you know. I'm seeing here with the Nine of Swords here. Wow. And then the Four of Swords. Oof. But for some of you, you've managed to kind of get through that already. Or you've found a nice, you've kind of had to start taking care of yourself all over again. I'm seeing some of you like you got so depressed to the point where you stopped taking care of yourself, you stopped washing yourself, you stopped doing things for yourself. Ooh, trickery. Yeah, someone did you dirty. And there's some people that are still trying to kind of talk to you about it. Either people that were kind of involved or people who saw it and were almost kind of like actively watching it, but not doing anything about it. They weren't entirely there for you either. And you've had to deal with a lot of aloneness. And for some of you, you've really overcome this. I see here with this Queen of Wands here, you've really gone inwardly with your own personal strengths, and you've had to rebuild yourself. Like with the Temperance I'm seeing here, you had to learn how to feed yourself again, take care of yourself again. Rebuild yourself again, but rebuild, like I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles here. I'm thinking that's more energy, like rebuilding your pocket there. Starting to make decisions about certain things, and in the death with letting go. King of Swords, ultimate guy cutting things out of his life here. You had to do that. You had to cut those things out of your life because that's what you deserved. Completion. It's over. That's a cycle that unfortunately you guys had to go through, and it was Wow, it was awful. Pile 3, I'm so sorry. You guys really need to talk to someone, or you need to, just get it off your chest. Hey, leave it in the comments, if you're comfortable with it. You know what? I had just asked everybody to please be kind. My real viewers will be only kind and gentle with each other, okay? I just have to make that very clear, because when someone spills their guts out, regardless of how it might sound towards you, that's something very personal. So I just ask that we respect each other and give each other the love that we deserve and that we want from each other also. So, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. But yeah, oh my God, pile 1, I'm just, oh, boy. You need to talk to someone. You got through this. You're strong, pile 1, but you know what? It's kind of like, I remember hearing this on another channel. They were saying where it was like, you're like that survivor that just washed up on the shores of a beach somewhere. It's like you survived the battle and the struggle and the whatever war that happened. You made it. But now there's just you, and you're just, there's like nothing left of your ship. You're just, man, you're just, you know what? It's the beginning of a new adventure, though. That's an exciting thing, I gotta tell you. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So this is telling you, if you're looking for any kind of romance, you got to get out of your funk that you're in. You got to get out of that funk. Romantic feelings. Okay, so, it's funny. It's like no matter what's going on in our lives, we're going to be like, is there someone there? Is there someone there? Maybe can I date somebody? Is there someone I could talk to? It's kind of funny. It's like no matter where we're at in our lives, it's just always nicer to have someone there with you. But, this says definitely, if you're interested in that, sure. But you have to let the sadness go. You're carrying the sadness with you. And it pulls and drags you down. And so you really need to not do that. And then also, when you start dating again, don't talk about your ex and start bad-mouthing a lot of people, which I know is really hard. What I like to do is I kind of don't say anything, at least, or I let the person ask about it. Don't just give it all away so freely, which, I mean, you get excited, you just, I don't know, you're in love, you can't think anyways. But if you're able to, or if you have any kind of cognition at the time, try not to give it all away. Just let them ask, and then just let them have it as they want it. And take it one day at a time. And I tell you, it'll work out that way. It'll work out that way. And someone's grandpa's here. He was a veteran. Army. I'm seeing Army and Marine. So there's two people, or a couple people here. Your grandpa's an Army or a Marine veteran. They're here. Sorry, that might be a lot of people or it might be no people. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm just letting you know, they got your back. They've probably been doing some things that you might not have noticed, or that you might have noticed. They said you're starting to, or there's a couple things where you're like, whoa, what was that? Well, maybe was that? But you always try to reason away with it. He's saying, stop doing that. It's me. He's a tough guy, but he's, very loving and very kind, and very loving towards you. So I just wanted to give you that special message. Whew. All right, pile 3, hang in there. You got some extra support from the other side, and you got someone that loves you very much. Hang in there, pile 3. Take care.